firearms to CCW classes. Located next to the Supervisor of Elections. Open 9 to 7 weekdays, 9 to 5 Saturdays, and 10 to 4 Sundays. Call 622-7468. R&D Tactical Solutions, Ocala's indoor gun range. Call 622-7468.
Want to know the secret to a beautiful garden? 2 words, Kenny's Place. And right now they have some beautiful prices. How about a 3-gallon size of honeysuckle for just $7? Or shell ginger, also $7 for 3 gallons. Dwarf bottle brush plants are on sale, just $10 for the 1-gallon size. And that pretty Fatsia, 3 gallons for just $16. And the 3-gallon Pisang Ceylon banana for just $5. Kenny's Place is at 7677 Southeast 41st Court here at Ocala. Give them a call, 867-1213 for Kenny's Place.
It's just about 10 minutes now before 10 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. You know, I never thought about it before, but the benefits that we enroll for at our jobs may very well have something to do with our culture, the world we grew up in, perhaps based on and even our gender. Maybe we think we don't need that, or we do need this because we're a man or a woman, or we're white or we're black, or we're old or we're not so old. And some of these things we may need to rethink. Maybe we should sign up for some of these benefits that we didn't. So I guess so that we're better prepared. There is a survey that kind of gives us some insight into this very topic. And let me let you listen to Eric Reisenwitz. He's on the phone. He's the Senior Vice President of Lincoln Financial Group. He is going to talk about a survey that they did, the results of that survey that shows there's a link between, I guess, who we are, you know, our different labels and the type of benefits that we sign up for. And let's find out, in addition to that, what it all means. Good morning, Eric. How you doing?
Good morning, Larry. How are you?
I'm all right. Where are you calling from?
I am actually in New York City today.
All right. Well, thank you for doing that. Now, I would think that in New York City, people would sign up for different benefits than we would here in Central Florida. Am I right?
It's highly possible, again, based upon a number of different factors. Overall, our survey found that most employees, regardless of where they're from, are generally optimistic about what they see the future bringing, but only 18% feel very confident they could cover expenses in the event of a major injury or illness.
And are there benefits at work that would cover some of those things?
There are definitely benefits at work. Actually, some good news that we found in this survey, workers who enrolled in non-medical insurance benefits, such as accident insurance and critical illness insurance, benefits which many employers offer, and which also help close a financial gap around perhaps healthcare deductibles and other things when something happens to the employee. Workers who enrolled in those benefits felt much more secure and optimistic about their financial future.
Now, I know sometimes when you get a loan, the loan company will offer you, like for an extra few dollars, some kind of insurance package in case you lose your job, the loan gets paid off or something like that. Is that what we're talking about, something like that?
This is much broader than that. This is covering an overall longer-term financial need, not just a very specific debt in the case that you bring up here. This is really, a part of an overall financial package that employees can use to try and plan their financial future.
So when you say non-medical, this could be an accident. Is that considered non-medical, or is that?
When you say non-medical, you're typically talking about your health care insurance.
Okay.
But other employee benefits exist out there, such as accident insurance, critical illness insurance, but even short-term disability, long-term disability, life insurance that you get through your employer, and probably the one benefit that sometimes folks don't think of as an employee benefit, yet ranked as the highest needed benefit that employees look for, dental insurance.
That's one. That is really a major insurance people would like to have.
If it was good.
Yes, if it was good.
All dental insurance isn't good. That's my experience anyway. It's sometimes you go and then you'll find out that it's good for cleanings or something like that, and you have a major dental thing, and sorry, we don't cover that, right?
Right, exactly.
So, how do you know? How would a person know which one to choose, and how to change something if it needed to be changed?
Yeah, I think that's a factor of how difficult it may seem for an employee to navigate all the different options that are available. Employees get more and more choice every year as to what they can do with their benefits. The advice I give to people is the same advice I gave to my daughter a few years ago after she graduated from college, got her first job, saw the big enrollment packet for benefits. She asked what to do. I said the first thing you need to do is look at what's available from your employer. Try to understand what coverages are out there, what they will cover, and then marry that up to the needs you think you have. Different needs today, given where you are in life, but also plan for what you think you're going to want to have as you build that financial plan moving forward.
Is there
and then make that decision accordingly.
Is there typically a person at most businesses that has this as their job, is to educate the employees that want to know?
Employers have a vested interest in making sure their employees take advantage of the benefits that are available to them, whether it is through the Human Resources Department, or more typically you'll see employers having a once-a-year annual and open enrollment period where they will allow employees to choose benefits, change benefits depending upon what's available, and at that time offer a lot of information, some of it through their website, some of it through having actual individual benefit counselors available to their employees. Some of it will be through benefit fairs. But again, important for employers to make sure information and education is available so their employees can make the right decision for themselves.
Are employers more apt to go with companies like Blue Cross, Blue Shield, some of the big names, to have those on hand for their employees as opposed to some of the companies that Obamacare recommends?
From a healthcare perspective, employers have lots of different options to move toward. The benefits that are not healthcare related, again, such as disability, critical illness, there are a whole slew of carriers who provide that type of coverage specifically.
Well, the one thing you wouldn't want to need something and find out you don't have it.
Yes.
I'm wondering how much did the survey indicate, and would there be a way even to know that employees didn't even know what they had?
There is a high degree of individuals who do not know what's available to them. One thing we did find in the survey, that 95% of individuals feel much more confident enrolling in benefits when they do know what's available to them. Now, that may sound very obvious, but it does show you that the more information that people have, the more inclined they are to be engaged and involved in getting those benefits. And those are the people you're going to find are more optimistic about their financial futures.
So how likely is it that somebody who is in hard times, they need a little extra money, will actually cancel some benefits to give themselves a raise? Can we do that? I mean, it seems like that would be a foolish thing, a risky thing, at least.
Yeah, well, we didn't survey specifically on how people have canceled their benefits, but what we did learn is that the majority of individuals who were concerned about their financial futures, and when you asked them what they were going to do to try and meet any gaps they have, most people said they were going to take the money from their checking and savings account.
Oh.
And probably more alarmingly, people were going to dip into their credit card debt or take money out of their retirement or savings plans, 401k plans.
Oh.
You know, and that's really where you need people to think about planning to take those benefits and take what's available at a relatively inexpensive cost relative to the benefits paid through what they get through their employer.
Do the benefits only apply to the employee, or does it apply to the employee's spouse or the employee's children?
There are certain benefits that are specific to the employee, but there's also benefits you can purchase, on behalf of your spouse and children.
So the monthly premium would be different for each employee depending on what package of benefits they choose then. There is no benefit package across the board then for each individual.
For the most part, you're going to find individuals making individual choices based upon the benefit levels that are covered and the different rates that may be applicable to them depending upon where they sit demographically.
That's a good idea.
It's interesting that the notes that were given to us say that women were less optimistic than men, which normally that kind of a statement sounds like a bad thing, but that's actually a good thing for the women, because if you're less optimistic, it means you're more cautious and more likely to sign up for some of the benefits. Is that correct?
Not so much less willing to sign up for benefits as much as feeling less in control of their financial future. I think there's an awareness, but there is also a concern, particularly where most programs today from a savings and retirement perspective require employee contributions, that there is a higher degree of females who are worried about their financial future. That could be tied to the income gap and the inability to fund as much as men may be able to fund, but it adds to that concern.
It says here that millennials are further ahead of Generation X in regards to a financial plan. Remind me, which is younger? Millennials are the younger ones?
Millennials are the younger ones.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. So that means that they are. I mean, are they being educated in school about this? I mean, do we drop the ball with the Generation Xers?
I'm not so sure it was a dropped ball as much as a different kind of awareness for millennials. I'll take it back to my daughter again. I'm the baby boomer. She's the millennial. She and a lot of her peers, really were in that high school, college age during the financial crisis. They witnessed probably their parents losing their jobs, looking at what they were going to do for retirement planning, maybe even struggling to send the millennials to college because of what was happening to their own jobs. I think that gave them a different awareness that the Gen Xers never had. So they're much more attuned to what could happen, and their degree to which they're looking for financial planning is again considerably higher than the Gen Xers.
Let's leave the listeners with a website so they can look into this further if they want to. So where do we go? What website would you recommend?
I'd recommend lfg.com/GP employee benefits.
lfg.com/GP employee benefits?
That's correct.
Okay, excellent. We got it. Eric, thank you for taking time out of your day to be with us, and come back anytime.
Right. Thank you both.
We'll be right back.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu.
Please stay out of harm's way.
Texas Governor Greg Abbott just now speaking to Fox News after deadly storms destroy homes and threaten lives. 11 people remain missing, 17 are confirmed dead in Texas and Oklahoma. Several high-ranking soccer officials arrested in Switzerland over alleged bribes and kickbacks worth millions.
The charges are in the U.S. because that is where some of the alleged crimes occurred. Separate to the U.S. charges, Swiss authorities began criminal proceedings against individuals suspected of mismanaging the rights to host the 2018 and 2022 World Cups in Russia and Qatar. A Russian official says the 2018 World Cup won't be affected.
Fox Radio's Kitty Logan. And Ford recalling some 420,000 vehicles in North America because the power-assisted steering can fail while it's being driven. Among the vehicles being recalled, Ford Flex and Taurus. Fox News. We report, you decide.
The more you learn about your insurance coverage, the more gaps you might find. Like how you thought you had enough coverage for your fine art.
You broke my Gwenol lioness sculpture.
When you aren't even covered for your not-so-fine art.
You broke my Mr. Banana lamp.
Or how you're probably covered for hitting this car, but maybe not covered for hitting this car. Talk to a farmer's agent about what gaps might be hiding in your insurance.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
At Choice Hotels, we know business trips start with a choice. Stay or go. You can press send or press palms. Start at